Hello, Sunday Club family. Hope you've all had a super duper Christmas and wish you all a very healthy and happy 2021. It's not started off quite so well, however, spring's on the way and soon the snowdrops will be popping their heads through the snow. So fingers crossed, we might in a few weeks' time be able to have our snowdrop walk. That would be great because we're just missing you all so much. Until then, keep smiling. Much love to you all. Bye bye.
Good morning, everyone. How are we all today? We all doing good? Anyone feeling like this? I really hope nobody's feeling this way. I must admit, I'm somewhere up, down, everywhere and round about. Yesterday was first day of homeschooling and it was a nightmare. For all of you that are still in primary school, I'm sure it was a lot easier than it was than having children that are in the academies and the high schools. Teams kept crashing, nobody could get on anything together, online classes weren't working. But hopefully today will be a better day. And it's certainly a better day, it's absolutely beautiful outside, and we'll be going outside shortly.
For your game today, I suggest that you might want to play Follow the Leader. You can play that with your families, with your grown-ups. You can play it round about the house, round the garden, or if you're going out for a walk, maybe you could play it then. I hope you do and you have lots of fun. Maybe you can send us a couple of photos, but I'm sure I'll read all about it at some point. Also doing a little quiz called Where Am I? But that will be a separate attachment which I'll send to you, and that's definitely one the grown-ups can do with you.
But today, I want to talk to you about two friends called Philip and Nathaniel. Philip and Nathaniel have an unexpected encounter with Jesus. And to start with, they both react to him in completely different ways. But together, they help each other to understand who Jesus is. And they begin a journey together that will completely redefine who they are.
Right, everyone. Today I'm bringing you on a little walk called Duchess's Walk. It's a bit wet and murky today, but I'm sure you can imagine on a nice day what a beautiful place it is. And this is the bridge known as Duchess's Bridge. In today's story, we hear about Philip and Nathaniel. When Jesus first sees Nathaniel, he's sitting underneath a fig tree, his quiet place. This is my peaceful place. You see, it's not that nice a day, and you maybe can't see very well. There's snow in the hills right in front of us. Some of you will know this, but some of you won't. For those of you that don't know, I grew up on the banks of this river, quite literally on the banking. So much so that my friends from Belgium used to love coming and staying with their cousins in Scotland who had a river at the bottom of their garden. So close am I to the water growing up. Just round the bend there, my house that I grew up in sits on the right. And it's great now because my children can go and play in the same river I used to play in all those years ago. Over the years, I've come here a lot. This is where I find peace. This is my peaceful place. This is where I find solace. I come here to think, to talk things over with myself, to talk to God, listen, hope he's maybe talking back to me, and to pray. Believe me, over the years I've been here a lot. Even more so in the times gone by. It's usually quite peaceful here, there's not usually that many people going about. But during lockdown, it's become a solace for a lot of people. It's got quite busy because it's a lovely walk. And who knows, Maybe they stop, have a wee prayer and listen for God too. In fact, here come two walkers now. Two lovely ladies who are good friends of mine. Say hello, Judith and May. May looks like a little munchkin all standing there. They've come here too because they love this walk.
In our story today, Jesus has been gathering together his friends. And you would think they might all be the same kind of people, but actually they're all completely different, as we will find out today. A bit like you guys out there. We're all different. We might not all be good at everything, but we're all good at something. And it's when we bring all our gifts together that good things happen. I'm going to introduce you to two people today. Let's see. We have got Rory, the water bottle, just an empty water bottle, and our little balloon, who we'll call Connie, I think. Okay? So Rory and Connie are completely different people. They've both got completely different talents, completely different skills. They think different things, they eat different things, they like different things. We're going to fill Rory up with a little bit of vinegar. And we're going to fill Connie up with, oops, Donna knocks the bottle over. We're going to fill Connie up with a little bit of baking soda. There we go. Just shake it down. Now, Connie and Rory have both been given the same task to do. Can they put out this candle? Do you think they can? Do you think Rory will be able to put the candle out? Let's give it a try. He does, doesn't he? Oh, yeah! Well done, Rory. He's put the candle out. What about Connie? Do you think she can put it out? Let's have a look. Now, boys and girls, I have to tell you, this is not one for you to be doing at home. You only get a grown-up to show you how to do this. Well done, Connie. Connie's put it out as well. I think we should give them a round of applause. Well done, Connie and Rory. So, although completely different people, they've both managed to do the same thing. How about if we put Rory and Connie's skills together? Do you think, despite the fact they both think different things and they've probably got different ideas, Rory thinks we should put it out with vinegar, Connie thinks we should put it out with the soda. Do you think they can work together to make it happen? Yeah? No? Not sure? Let's find out. So, we'll give Rory a wee bit more vinegar, just to make sure you can do the job properly, because he wants to make sure he's ready for it. And making a right mess here, Donna. We'll give Connie a little bit more of the baking soda. Oh, there's lumps in there, so it's not going through my button. Give Connie a little bit more, so she's got the tools for the job as well. And that'll be enough. What do we think? Okay. So, what do we think is going to happen when Connie and Rory work together? So let's get them work together. Are we ready? I hope I am. Ooh! Ooh! Look at that! Wow! Rory and Connie are putting their skills together. And can you see what's happened? What's really happening is the vinegar and the soda. Connie starts to look a little bit like a potato. All of the goodness from Rory is combining with all of Connie's skills and her goodness. And look at this.
But let me see if I can very carefully do this without swirling it entirely. So, Rory and Connie are now full of the same skills. Do you think they can put the candle out together? Do you think they can work together to do it? Let's see if Donna can do this without burning herself. Wow! Look at that! Although very, very different people, they've both worked together to do the same job, which is what good friends should do. And that's all Jesus was trying to do. Bring good friends together. All different people, different skills, different likes, different views. Put them together so they made one great team. A bit like our Sunday Club family. Hi everybody, welcome to my emoji faces. Now I'm going to hold up a face. What kind of face is that? That's a happy one. Can we all make a happy face? Yay! What else have we got? Grumpy or angry, what would you call that one? None of you will ever have a face like that though, do you? What else have we got? Oh no! I hope none of you have ever got a face like that. Although there are times just now when you probably do. What else? Looks just like me, doesn't it? Can you all pull a face like that? A silly face. Now this is one I've had a lot this week. When we've been falling out over online learning and homeschooling and stuff like that. And then just thinking, how am I ever going to get everything done? Well, we've all got one like this, happy and excited. I'm sure we've all got faces like that. I'm going to tell you a wee story today. I've already told you that we're meeting people called Philip and Nathaniel, and this is when Jesus gathers his disciples. As I tell the story, there might be places in it where you can pull a face to show what I'm talking about. Will we have a practice? Jesus was very happy. Donna was very sad. Katie is very grumpy. Katie's doing the filming with me, so she's a bit grumpy now. Jesus set off for Galilee, and when he arrived there, he found Philip. Jesus walked towards Philip and said to him, "Follow me." And then Jesus walked on a little further. Philip was a bit surprised at this sudden meeting. So he ran off to find his friend Nathaniel. He was very, let me see if I can find the right one, excited. And he said excitedly to Nathaniel, "I found him. I found Jesus, the Messiah, the son of Joseph from Nazareth." Nathaniel just laughed out loud. You're joking, aren't you? Nothing good ever comes from Nazareth. Philip looked shocked. But Nathaniel just laughed. Of course it's him, of course it's him. Nathaniel laughed and laughed. Philip was really sad with Nathaniel's reaction. But then he had an idea. He decided there was only one way to change his mind. So he said to Nathaniel what Jesus had said to him. "Come and see." Reluctantly, Nathaniel got up and he followed Philip. As they walked towards Jesus, he saw them first. And Jesus stood up and looked at Nathaniel and said, "Look, here is a good and honest man." And he pointed at Nathaniel. Nathaniel was astonished and shocked. Jesus seemed to know him already, but they'd never even met. "How do you know me?" Nathaniel asked. Jesus just smiled and said to him, "I saw you sitting under the fig tree." Nathaniel was a bit confused. But Jesus continued and said, "I saw you before Philip found you and called you to come and see me."
Nathaniel looked at Jesus. And then Jesus kept telling him all these things about himself. Nathaniel suddenly became really amazed. You are the Son of God. Jesus said to him, do you believe because I saw you and recognized you under the fig tree? You'll see much greater things than this. Jesus also said something else that day. For the first time ever, while talking to Nathanael, Jesus said to him that he was the Son of Man. That was the first time Jesus ever named himself to anyone. Nathanael is surprised that Jesus not only knows his name, but he knows a lot about him too. Jesus knows each of us as individuals, but sometimes, like Nathanael, we can wonder, why is he interested in me? Some of us will be like Philip, so keen to follow on straight away, no questions asked. But some of us will be more like Nathanael, lots of questions and maybe a few worries and concerns. But today's story shows us that wherever we are, Jesus finds us and he knows us. Are we looking and listening out for him and helping other people to do that? Here's some emojis I want you to have a think about for our craft today. We've got happy, smiley, excited. Somebody's drawn what appears to be a teddy bear around this smiley face, so we've got a teddy smiling. We've got a little bit of a I just don't feel right one today. We've got an angry one, or a grumpy one, whichever way you want to do it. We've got our sad face. And we've got our silly face, because we're feeling a bit silly and having a bit of fun. Today, what I want you to do, if you're out on a walk with your grown-ups or with your friends, see if you can find a couple of stones that you can draw on or paint on. And I want you to have a think about how you're feeling at that point. And do an emoji face and make yourself an emoji stone. And then on the back of it, I just want you to write yourself a little message or something that will always make you smile. So when you are having a bit of a grumpy day or a little bit of a sad day, you can go and look at your emoji stone and it'll cheer you up. Maybe you can do a sad face on one side but a happy face on the other. It's up to you.